Hello everybody, are you ready to take Mordor for a spin? Well, I am, and this is in spite of me, or perhaps even because of me, being now in the state of, essentially, let's say, 10 hours from now, in the morning, I am going to have, a flight to Italy. That is the destination for my Natale, as they say, Christmas. As I'm heading off. And what better way to celebrate this lovely thing than by taking Shivas the Desert Sand for his first proper battle against Stuart Faramir with his Sicilian Rangers. Yes. He also brings a couple others and then a bunch of units that he has picked up from their Blackgate excursion. Yeah. And we are going to annihilate them. There is simply no two ways about it. And because this is so late at night, we are currently at 11:24 p.m. my local time here in Copenhagen. Last time I will be saying that sentence for a couple of weeks. But yeah. Since that's the time, I will not be drinking tea for this episode. Instead, I have arranged myself a glass of the finest Dunedain blood that I will be drinking for the proceedings of this episode. You have all been warned. I like how they say, assemble the men! Are orcs men? I mean, I can agree that they seem male, but not sure what happens beyond that. Anyway. These guys are going to come and bear down upon the enemy. Shivas! Are you ready to take on some enemies? I hope you are, sir. I hope you are. Okay, you guys are gonna go for the territorial guardsmen, and you shall be rushing them. We have you guys over there. What do you come with? Oh, okay. Decent. They are going to fear the dark servants of Sauron. Ooh, let's particularly aim for the Gondor militia because they don't have as high defense ratings as the territorial guardsmen. Essentially, we can take out more attack points at a time by targeting the Gondor militia. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to leave it to Shivas to deal with all the territorial guardsmen he so desires. The Seaward Spearmen of Lozanach. That's still a weird thing I have a hard time wrapping my brain around. Okay, Orc Scouts. Orc Fighters. Yeah, Orc Fighters, you're going to go for those. And the Norgrators, you're going to go for the Archer Militia. No mercy. And Shivas is already taking names over here. Doing such a wonderful job. Well, actually, no. He is letting his men do the job. Because he himself was just sitting back there with a torch and looking menacingly at the enemy. But, you know, looking menacing is also, I mean, that's worth doing. Hello there, guys. How are you doing? You've yet turned to the battlefield. Aww. Well. If you're even going to make it there in time, I don't know. Looks like the enemy is going to be dead before you arrive. Ah, here he comes. Shivas himself. Hacking down a militiaman. Moran and Guard, not doing too well. Oh dear, territorial guardsmen. Orc maulers coming in, doing their thing. Orc scouts keep on shooting the Athenian rangers, but they're just not cracking it. A little Nazgul scream goes a long way. Okay, we're going to catch them in melee, guys. We're going to catch them in melee. And scouts, you're just going to focus on those 14 folks over there and see if you can take them down. If you can't, it's going to be a little bit of an embarrassment. Not going to lie. Okay, what's going on here? Ooh, yes. Orc host running in. Running guard. Running in. Orc archers, let's get you to run away. For now. You guys go and shoot those Gondor militia over there. They're doing a little bit too good. We don't want them to do that well. And Shivas hacks himself through so many of his once fellow man. Orc maulers, keep pushing new targets. 14 rangers left, just like before. But over here, we're down to 40, which is pretty good. And there stands Faramir himself. Looking handsome as ever. Well, he's gonna figure out what more doors really means for Gondor. More doors to success, more doors to failure. Most of all, more doors. In general.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Oh my goodness, this Morannon Guard unit is not doing well. So let's shoot these militiamen in the back. That should do a little bit to help. But not much. Because now the militia have changed targets. They're coming for us. And oh my goodness, Shivas is just mauling these guardsmen. Along with the maulers, they're also doing a bit of mauling. I mean, let's be fair. It suits their namesake so well. What about these maulers? Yeah, you're hacking your way through the rangers just fine. Orc fighters, push your way this way. Oh, the rangers have joined in, and this is where they're actually suffering losses in melee against other archers. Yeah. Come, raiders, come. 13 rangers left. 12, 11. And then down to 9. Faramir himself is bloodied and bruised. But he is fighting a spirited battle. Ah, and there he falls. Finally. Okay. Shivas, time to break out your singing voice. That soprano there. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay. Gondor Militia charging in, but we're going to charge them right back and make them very sorry. Temple Wards, you're exhausted, but no more so than anyone else. Yeah. I'd say chances of actually taking out the entire army without letting too many escape is going... It's not looking too good, but we're gonna try. Damn it, we're gonna try. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's decent. I'll take that. What else we got? Yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. We need cavalry, but Mordor doesn't do that, really, so... We want a clear victory, though. 382 Temple Wards. And some Orc Maulers also did well. Ah, that's good to see. Fighters 2, Maulers, Fighters, Maulers, Fighters, Maulers, and Archers 55. Oh, goodness, though, the losses. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah. It truly is the power of the Nazgul keeping Mordor alive. If not for them, we would have no chance in hell against this. But we're going to be happy. We're going to be very happy. And I'm going to turn down my microphone just a little bit, because I can feel my voice is very well lubricated right now, and so its power is about to blow out everything. But the Steward of Gondor has died. Oh my goodness.
No sleeping here. Get ready for fighting.
Get everybody in here. And regroup like the man said. Well, not man. The once man said. Okay, hello, damn lord. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you prick? You bastard. You weird man. That's what I thought. You're not gonna do much at all, are you? Goody. Well, that cements another little victory, and we can end the turn. So, if all goes well, this episode goes out on the 29th of December, and I will therefore ask, have you guys had a nice holidays, nice time with friends, family, whatever it might be? I mean, of course, also those of other religious persuasions than necessarily the Judeo-Christian variety. Or at least from societies that do not venerate Christian tradition in that way. Yeah. How do you feel, everybody? Everybody good? I mean, I bloody well hope so, because it's just better for everyone if we're doing... If we're feeling good between ourselves and each other and all that.
Come on! Regroup, you louts! Ready.
Hello, Captain General, fall on the fat.
Listen up.
And dumb rod. That damn rod. Rod Stewart? No, just damn rod. Okay, damn rod. Okay.
Get ready for regroup, you louts!
Yeah.
Orcs, put your feet up.
I mean, I'd love to regale you with tales from Italian Christmases, but as of this recording, I have yet to experience it. So, you'll just have to, you'll have to wait and see. That's what I'm saying. Die! No! No! Ugh, the quality of Gondor's troops is too great.
Back. We must pull back.
Brignar Sunfire has now also returned. So far no word of the ring has been found. Balagnar's Sunfire was the most powerful king in Far Harad's history, but his kingdom was brought down by his own madness and bloodlust after a mysterious traveller offered him a simple ring.
No sleeping here.
So, Balagnar's tale. In the past, in lands far to the south, where the stars are different and the sun scorches the earth, where few from Middle-earth have ever ventured, a number of petty kingdoms rose and fell. Among the many, one rose above all the others, one who set out to unite the tribes and claim all the lands of Far Harad, daring even to claim the title of King of Men. This one was Balaknar Sunfire. On the night of his birth, a great comet flashed across the heavens, illuminating the lands as though it were day. The seers, ever watchful of signs, prophesied that the comet's strength had been given to the boy, and he would lead the men of Far Harad to conquest and glory as had never been seen. They said that he, above all others, would live forever. A fighter from his early youth, the boy formed a brotherhood of like-minded friends and warriors, earning their respect and love. This fraternity would later become his inner council, and each man would swear fealty to Balaknar in their youth. Balaknar's father, Balaktur, had his own dreams of uniting the tribes of Far Harad, however, and resolved, in secret, that the comet had been an omen for his destiny and not that of his son. When Balaknar turned 16, his father had already conquered more land and more tribes than any leader had before him. He was hailed as the mightiest of the mighty, chief of chiefs, and Balaknar was oft forgotten in his father's long shadow. However, the seer's message was clear. It would be Balaknar and not Balaktur that would live forever. In turning his army to the north for the first time, this proved true as Balaktur came upon the forces of the deserts of Far Harad. Thinking these nomadic people weak, he led his armies openly unto the sands, parading the heads of conquered tribesmen before him. He was given no warning of the poisoned arrow that found his neck shortly after he climbed the first of the great dunes. His lifeless body fell and was consumed by the army rising from the sands. Panic gripped his forces, but without hesitation, Balaknar and his loyal fraternity began giving sharp orders and organized an effective retreat. Within days, despite his young age, Balaknar took his father's place and cemented his hold on the tribes. Many knew of the seer's prophecy, and many had doubted Balaktur's claims that he was the Blessed One. They sided with Balaknar swiftly. Many more battles were fought under sun and moon, on the savannas, in the jungles, and on the shifting sands. With each battle, Balaknar and his captains proved their skill more and more. And more tribes were brought into the fold. In one battle, with the last of the desert tribes, Balaknar earned his title of Sunfire. The battle had not gone as easily as many before. These tribesmen were deft hands with the bow, and their mastery of the sands was unmatched. As the line of his army began to waver and break, Balaknar mounted his horse and, escorted only by his honor guard, he burst through the lines of melee, and, against all odds, he made it to the gathered enemy bowmen. As he charged, the sun rose high, its rays catching on his shining armor and outstretched scimitar. It is said that the sunlight blinded his enemies, and it seemed to all who looked on that Balaknar was enveloped in flame. With an almighty roar he fell upon his foes, as a flame dancing within the fire. Bolstered by this courageous act, and guided by the flaming beacon that was their king, his army turned the tide. Thereafter, rumour spread that the comet itself was born in Balaknar, and some tribes swore fealty before battle was even joined. Soon, it was done. The empire of Far Harad had risen, and at its head stood Balagnar Sunfire, chief of chiefs, king of kings, emperor supreme, and the king of all men. With victory achieved, Balagnar turned to ruling, and he proved an able king. Caravans laden with wealth began roaming further and further afield, safely and securely, thanks to the empire of Far Harad. The wealth amassed in the south at this time grew significant. Eventually, these traders made their way to the banks of the southern Anduin itself. On their return, they spoke of marvels and other wonders of the north, of fertile lands that prospered under different stars. Balagnar saw opportunity, more lands to claim and more tribes to conquer. The merchants were quick to warn Balagnar of a nameless shadow that tainted the north, but he paid little heed of this. Orders were given and his armies mustered. During this time of preparation, a strange company of men came to Balagnar's camp. They were clad in dark metal armor, and all but one had obscured faces. Their leader was tall, taller than most men, and he walked with a serene grace, as though the earth and all upon it was his. Stopped by the guards, he was asked what business he had with the Sunfire. Smiling warmly, he spoke with a pure and enchanting voice and said that he wanted to see the king of kings himself and lend his support. Mesmerized, the guards permitted his entry. He came before Balagnar and spoke of wonders in the north and vast, bountiful lands. He knew much, and the Sunfire was in awe of this man's presence. Somehow this stranger knew of growing dissent in the south, of Balagnar's empire, of men who sought to claim power for themselves, and tribes who longed to return to their old ways. Mustering the strength to speak, Balagnar asked who this stranger was. He replied, "You, glorious king, may call me Anatar. In my language it means Lord of Gifts, and it is fitting, for I bring you a gift. A ring bestowed with unimaginable power that will strengthen all that you are. Take it, mighty king, and lead your people to glory." Balagnar eyed the ring hesitantly, and a vision began to take shape in his mind. A man, resplendent, in bright, shining golden armor, was leading a mighty army. He could see the banners of this man covered all the land, from north to south. It was him, Balagnar, lord of all. At length the Sunfire spoke. "You are brave to come to me, armed as you are and escorted by strange warriors. But I sense the goodwill of this gift-giving. Let it be known that the Sunfire does not turn aside generous offers and tokens of friendship. I will gladly take this ring." With that, he slipped the ring onto his finger. Anatar smiled and praised Balagnar's wisdom. He bid the king farewell, and as dusk fell, he vanished into the night. Balagnar began his campaign as sun rose, and with each passing day he felt stronger and stronger. Wherever he appeared on the field of battle in the days after, his enemies crumbled. He fought furiously, his blade blazing like the fire of the sun, both day and night. For many more years he fought and conquered, yet, as time passed, his behavior changed, subtly at first. He became more savage, and where before he was merciful and gentle, now he was brutal and swift to kill. Swift to killing, I suppose it is. As death incarnate he was. His captains and oldest friends noticed this change, and, in secret, they plotted. Balaknar's empire now stretched from the deep jungles of the far south to the grasslands of Harondor. A greater extent of conquest in the south had never been seen, nor ever would be again. It was during the height of his empire's extent that the first uprisings began. The men of the jungles declared themselves free. Balaknar gave little care to this now. The empire meant nothing to him. There was only battle, only the thrill of the kill and the hunger for more bloodshed. He could find blood to shed everywhere. The south did not matter. His captains now openly questioned his rule. It was their homeland in turmoil, their families, their people. They wanted to put down the rebellion and then return home to live out their days in peace. They petitioned Balaknar, but he was deaf to their cries. Now fully ensnared by the ring, he sought only bloodshed. One night, his captains came to him and demanded that he return south. Balaknar saw nothing but mutiny and disloyalty, and exploded into a rage, drew his sword, made for the nearest man. The gathered captains were ready for his reaction, but nothing could prepare them for the strength of Balaknar. Outwardly, he was now a short man, bent over despite his young age. His skin was pale and shallow, and he rasped for air with every spoken word. Yet the fire within him burned hotter than ever, and easily overcame his strongest warriors. Terror then gripped his men, and it was all they could do to defend themselves. After a few moments of fighting, Balaknar found himself face to face with Surukshi, his oldest friend and second in command. The fear he saw in those eyes froze him in place. The anger and rage flooded from him, and he sank to the floor and wept. He was left alone. He could not remember for how long he knelt on the dry floor. 3 days passed. News came to Balaknar that each of his captains had left the army. Their company had gone with them. His force was now less than a third of what it was before. His campaign was brought to a halt, but his hunger for blood did not ease. After some months had passed, with the madness taking hold of him, he resolved that he would return home and put every disloyal commander to the sword. His army turned south, and on their march they burned every town and village to the ground, slaughtering any who stood in their way. Balaknar's benevolence had turned to hatred and disgust. In time he made the long journey home and found that rebellion had turned to secession. His captains had divided the south into numerous petty kingdoms and declared themselves as the new kings. These kings had spread word around the empire that Balaknar had gone mad and was murdering his own people. Thousands abandoned him, and when he finally reached the fringes of the southern Haradwaith and looked out at the jungle stretching before him, Balaknar stood alone. The jungle came alive, and an army, numbered in the hundreds of thousands, took shape on the ground before him. It was over. In that moment he remembered, beware the fickle nature of men. Trust no one and hold only to yourself. He finally understood the meaning of these words, and he gave out a terrible scream like no sound had ever heard in the south. It was shrill and pierced the very soul of each man. Balaknar turned his back on the south and wandered into the desert alone. For many weeks he walked aimlessly. Visions came to him of nighttime of a ghostly world devoid of life. In time, something seemed to call him. A voice from deep within his head. A voice he recognized but could not place. "Return to me now," it said. He walked, and eventually, now fully overcome with madness of these visions and voices, he came into strange ashen lands. In the distance, he could see a great mountain with flame issuing from its peak. Had he died? Stretched out before him was a great lake. The water seemed clear and cool despite the surroundings. He knelt and began to drink. The taste was foul, despite the appearance, but his thirst seemed unquenchable. Balaknar felt a presence approach as he drank. He knew before turning who had come. All of a sudden he knew more than he had ever known, as though a secret door had opened in his mind, and untold knowledge was now his. He knew his destiny now. He would indeed live forever. At length he spoke. "Command me, my lord Sauron. I am yours." The figure behind him smiled warmly.
Pick your feet up. We have completed an objective.
And then that voice. I mean, that's not a voice becoming of an Nazgul, is it?
Objective complete.
But he's gonna head to Calenhad. And he's gonna Callan have a good time. All of our places are building, essentially. Pretty much. Yeah, Tharband is building as well. Very nice. Building mines. Building blacksmiths. Building guild houses. All the places are building all the things.
Listen up.
And Gondor has built some very profitable mines here in Calenhad. We want those mines. It would be so nice to have them. Oh yes, the temple units coming right to our doorstep.
No sleeping here. We have completed.
You know what, if we
an
send
objective.
these guys into the fort over here, then they should be able to link up with Balaknar and head south from there. I think that's a lovely thing. Then we essentially just need to end the turn to make them come quicker. That's all we need to do.
Pick your feet up.
You guys go over there. Yeah, all is good. So, Gondor, what you gonna do? Ooh, you're going to attack. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh goodness.
Pull back. We must pull back.
All right, all right. I mean, this is not looking good, is it? This is looking so not good. This is quite an army. At least they don't have cavalry, I guess. We have a lot of soldiers, so to speak. We have a lot of orcs. But I don't think we can win this. We can weaken the army, for sure. But I don't think we can win. But even though they might defeat our Nazgul, they shall return quite soon. And in some ways it's actually preferable, because then we replenish their units. But regardless, I mean, we've been given a pretty decent hill here. That's very nice. Grab these guys. Put them like so. Maulers on this side. And then we have the Orc Hunters over here. Alright then, Gondor. Come at me! We might actually need to move forward a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move ahead. I see that we have more to be gained over here. They're still out of range for our marksmen, but they won't be forever. Estelian Rangers are the first to come, and it's first come, first served here. Okay, so what units do we have over here that are worth shooting at? Spearmen, 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 gondor, 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 spearmen, melee, melee, infantry. Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, we can shoot a bit at the gondor infantry, for sure. But in the long run, it's gonna be the Citadel Guard and the Lasonic Axemen that we really want to get down. And, I mean, of course, if we can take down that General's unit, that would be amazing, but I don't have high hopes for that this time around. Hello, Lasonic Axemen. You're gonna get a bunch of hunters after you. So far, we're not doing too bad. But now the melee joins, and that is when things are gonna get a little ugly for us. If we manage to kill that general, some blibbin' how. Well then.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Come on, throw your bloody javelins, guys. Goodness, 15. Oh, General's bodyguard in the field. Shoot them. And those spearmen too. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose here today. Oh, hello. Fall on the fat. Coming right up. Step right up.
Only half our force remains.
Yeah, we're not really going to be the ones winning this. This last stand army is simply too damn good. It's essentially a late game Mordor, Gondor army, and we are not ready for it at all. But we can shoot some of these axemen at least. More axemen falling. That's all we got going for us right now. Some marksmen shooting some axemen. And some infantry here and there. Look at that. They've just been able to shoot for a little bit and they're down by a third. And now even more. But of course now the good times come to an end. Yeah. Yeah. This is over. We're not gonna get any more of them now. Oh goodness. We made it almost to 20 and they just half it essentially. Temple marksmen doing the most of the work because of course they are. Orc archers also doing decent numbers. Good to see. Good to see, guys. Good to see. But will any of the Nazgul survive? Who knows? I'm gonna say probably yes. At least one of them will. Let's see which one it is.
Objective complete.
Both of them. Okay. Retreating to our side of the river. We're just going to send one of them back to Minas Tirith, I guess, and the other one is going to take up that strategic position for a while. And, let's see. Balaknar. There you go.
Kill them all.
Or maybe.
Listen up. Get ready for fighting. Orcs. Come on! Attack! Destroy them! Is that what you want? Get ready for fighting! Pick your feet up!
There you go. More troops over here. Carpenter's Guild House, of course. Carpenter's Hut, of course.
No sleeping here!
Zagar.
Get
Nah,
ready for
Leofric,
fighting.
you're gonna sit in Minas Tirith. Gonna have a lovely time.
Get ready for fighting! Or come on!
Gonna retrain some archers.
No sleeping here!
And Zagar himself
Objective complete!
moves towards Shivas.
No sleeping
And Balaknar will then
Objective
move elsewhere.
complete. Listen up! No sleeping here! Move!
Morgul chosen, yay, doing your thing. Market for Saragost. A solid investment.
Listen up!
Minas Tirith, you have the temple that you need. So what are you going to do? We're going to build a blacksmith. Just going to build all the things that are going to help. Western Osgiliath, you're building your thing. Moranin, you're building yours.
At your service.
Orcs! Get ready for fighting! Orcs! Listen up! Get ready for fighting! No sleeping here! Orcs! Get ready for fighting! Orcs!
Orcs go to Minas Tirith. Thank you very much. We want to hold that place insofar as possible.
Listen up!
And so another turn comes about. That last stand army from Gondor. I didn't know it would be that strong, actually. But there you go. I mean, it's meant to take back Minas Tirith. Of course, it's going to be strong. Hello there, Adunaic buggers. What are you up to?
We bring word for you.
All right then.
Glad we could reach. Very well. What else do you have to suggest?
A very balanced deal, I think.
You hold us until we meet again.
Gelebrin. Not my main priority for such a building, I'm afraid.
Yes, my lord. At once. Tomorrow's journey.
No sleeping
Zagar,
here.
you move over.
Come on! Is that
Ah.
get ready for fighting? No sleeping here! Kill them all! Just listen up!
6 turns left.
Regroup, you louts! Get ready for fighting! No sleeping here! Oh!
Erebor and Dale at war with each other. Oh goodness. Rohan don't like us too much, and I guess that's it for the most important stuff.
No sleeping here!
Baraknar moves along.
We have completed an objective. Objective complete. Ready.
Hello, Ordreth.
Hurry up.
How are their losses? They've lost a few axemen. That's nice to see. Some Citadel Guard. Yeah.
Keep going.
Just generally.
This way.
A few losses here and there.
Hurry up. Stay right. Me go.
Damrod has the Royal Swan Guard as well. They got 2 of them. Oh, goodness. Didn't exactly know that. But at least we have him behind the walls now. Mordigost. Going to expand stuff that trains folk well. One more turn. Let's see if some interesting stuff will happen. Last turn of the year, folks. Last turn of the year. I mean, it is literally the last turn of the year. I won't be recording before next year again. I mean, maybe actually the 31st of December, right? New Year's Day. I'll probably do one there. Why not? Dorwinian is doing well, but Gundabad is besieged.
Listen up! Pick your feet up! Kill them all! We've destroyed the enemy!
So, for long.
Regroup, you louts! Orcs! Listen up! Pick your feet up!
I am gonna say hello to you.
Get ready for fighting!
I'm gonna say hello with a lot of archer fire.
Orcs!
Just so you know where I'm coming from.
No sleeping here!
And Calamir.
Get ready for fighting! No sleeping here! Regroup, you louts!
Let's see what happens here. No, okay, he doesn't like it too much. But I'm not going to get in touch with Dead Father.
Listen up! Kill them all!
Okay. Last battle of this episode anyway. We're going to take out Captain General Forlong the Fat. He carries an axe. And he has friends who do similar things. And we are going to shoot them in the head. At least we're going to try. Despite the obviously disadvantaged terrain that befalls us. Getting over there. They don't want to be near us. I don't really know why. I really don't. All we want to do is open doors for them. More doors, as it were. More doors. More doors for everyone. You get a door, you get a door, everybody gets a door. More doors for everyone. That's what we want here. We're all about equality or something. Here at Mordor Incorporate. Because at Mordor Incorporate, we open the door to your future. And shoot an arrow through it. Orcs keep shooting at their pikes. Lasanic Axemen, we're going to shoot those guys once they are in range. Lighter archers for lighter infantry, heavy archers for heavy infantry. Makes all the sense to me. Okay, switch back. Now the pikemen are going to feel our wrath.
We shall rule these lands. The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh, the Sonic Axemen don't like where they were at. And I sort of understand why. Smash them till they're shaken. And then smash them a little bit more. We're gonna run another Nazgul through these guys. If they keep running away, then we will simply shoot at them. It's quite simple, really. You can't win by running away, and you can't win by... but maybe you can actually... No, they're coming. Okay. I thought they were going to do a tactical retreat, but no. That's not what they're supposed to do, because that would make too much sense. And they flee. I guess archery is our best shot at taking them down. Yeah, I don't need to go to war anymore though. Yeah, there we go. That's the Lord of Lasarnak dead. Okay. A nice little victory. We lost some of Baraknar's temple wards, but it's not too bad. And that is another powerful general out of the hands of Gondor. We have opened one more door to the afterlife. I'm never going to get tired of that pun. Well, maybe someday. I don't know. We'll see.
We've destroyed the enemy! Or, come on!
Go into the fort. You're going to be so happy once you get there.
Listen up!
Western Osgiliath. You cannot train orc archers. No, but that place can, so
Sleep in here! Come on!
we are going to send some folks over there. And it's going to be really nice. One more little turn before we go? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Gondor has merchants. See if I care. No, I will just show them the door. One more door, as it were. The Hornburg is besieged. Mordor has top production, top population, and we have the 16th largest military. Tailing behind Dol Guldur and plenty others, apparently. There's not much trade going on here in the Vale, is there? Well, it is what it is. Build up hunting infrastructure in Saragost. And hello, Rune. Am I gonna need to be careful of you? It seems that way. Okay. Eastern Osgiliath is beginning to actually make money. This is very strange to me. But we're gonna keep expanding our money-making opportunities here. Every bit of it helps. And let's get an Uruk bodyguard. You can never have too many of those.
Listen up, orcs!
We're gonna get some orcs down to join Shivas.
Listen up! No sleeping here!
So it seems to me that Bellatir is simply going to be guarding Karasast with every bone in his body. And what a body! What a body it is.
Orcs! Listen up! Come on!
Oh, can we retrain weapons for Morgul Chosen? I guess it's not weapons, is it? Because we have the Merchants Guild. We'll have to see what that's all about. But for now, I am simply going to end this little episode for you all. And I'm going to wish you a bloomin' happy new year. The first episode is going to come out on the 1st of January. And it's probably going to be a Dorwinian one, I think. No. Think. No. It's probably going to be an Ardenag one, because it's been a while since we've had that. But anyway. Or maybe I'll just record whatever I feel like recording. God bloody damn it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record what I feel like bloody doing, because the 1st January is all about doing what you feel is right for you. And I hope you do that too. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Captain Turtle Waffle, considerably out.